Thanks for joining us. Today we'll be looking at the Belgian Fence, some flowers in the gardens, the apple graft from last year, some cool birds, the nut garden, a thistle experiment since we have so many of them. So let's start with the Belgian Fence. First we had to water them, and then we didn't. But now it's time to put up the support for the apples. This is bamboo and just some wire. I couldn't find my heavy-duty galvanized wire, so I'm just using this until I find it and then redo it. So I'm using a set square to get the angle right, but there's an easier way which I will show in a minute. So I start on the bottom and then just go up in a 45 degrees to the rebar, and then you do it to the other side. And she was of no help whatsoever, but she's cute. It's not all that accurate, but good enough. But since the trees have grown so much, I decided to add another piece of rebar. So all that involves is drilling out a hole, one each for every post, and then stick the rebar through. It goes a lot quicker with two people, but you can do it yourself. All you have to do is wiggle the rebar and push on it, and it seems to go through. I thought at first that I was going to put a hose clamp or something to secure the rebar, but it hasn't moved in over a year. So I found the wire, and I'll be using this and replace that thinner green wire at some point. There, this is heavy enough. I can just wrap it around the whole thing, twist it, and it holds it pretty good. Then I just bend it out of the way so nobody gets poked. Yep, that's starting to look like something, and once the apple trees are pruned, that'll be nice. So if the trees are spaced evenly, I think these are 2 feet apart, and then they got a foot or something. Spacing, you just point it to the second one up and you get your 90 degrees angle in between the bamboo, so you don't have to measure or anything. Yep, next year I think I'll put 2 more rebar in and that'll be it. Yep, and here we have some flowers in the lawn. So let's have a look at some flowers. These are our native roses, Blanda, Arkansas, and Carolina, that are doing really well. They flower for about 3 weeks at different times in different locations in the garden. Don't know why, but that's the way it is. Here is some lemon fluff, and You can see there's a tiny little native bee down there, or 2 or 3 of them. This is the giant pincushion that looks like something out of a Tim Burton movie, one of my favorites. And these are our trumpet vine, which we cut back to the ground every year, otherwise they'll knock down the garage. On the left here you can see some milkweed. That's coming up all over the place too, which is very nice. Some lilies. The gift in full flower. That's absolutely my favorite rose. And the yarrow here in the lawn, reseeded from our cottage garden to that little tree up there, and from there on into the lawn. Better than dandelions. So we're going to leave this mowed after they reseed and then see what happens. I checked the date on the video, and this was 2 years ago. They were little twigs when we planted them. A lot of them, there's over 1,000 of them in there. And this is what it looks like now. And next year we'll have to start clipping them and make them nice and straight and make them look good. In the middle there you can see we started a gazebo, which I might make a video of too. But I've never seen knot gardens or boxwood grow that fast. Went over to a friend's place and this is what we saw. This bird is actually cooling down from a long day of flying, I guess. And that's how they do it. Now half of this tree died off, so last year in the spring I decided to put 4 grafts in. 2 of them didn't make it, but 2 of them did. And this is what they looked like a year and a half ago now. Couple inches of growth, and this is what they look like now. So let's see how much they grew in a year and a half. Almost 4 feet. That's pretty impressive. Since we got thistles everywhere, I decided to do a little experiment on this side. I'm just gonna try and smother them with mulch, about 5 to 6 inches. And on this side I popped them out as best I could and put some mulch on here too, and then see what happens. Here we go. Quite a thick layer that should last a little bit. And now it's 2 months later. On this side I didn't pop them out. The grass came through, not much. Those I'm going to get with a lawnmower before they set seed. And on the other side I'm thinking not that. They grew right through. Not all of them, but too many. So, lesson learned. Don't spend so much time popping them out. Just cover them up. Well, if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. And this is our beautiful Mississippi River. Enjoy.